Are you ready to channel magic through your immense study of grimoires and other magical tools?
Welcome to Daggerheart's Wizard.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm the Flayer Slayer.
And I'm Dr. DM, and we are on now to the last official class for Daggerheart, which is the Wizard. We're going to review the whole class and both subclasses, and stick around to the end because our review is going to include a hope, a fear, or a critical hit for this class, so get ready.
If you're enjoying this content, please remember to like and subscribe.
And let's get started.
For your domains, for the Wizard, you have Codex and Splendor. We're going to be covering all of those in a video coming up in the near future.
Your starting evasion is 11, a little bit of average, and your starting hit points are 5, which is the bottom of the barrel.
Yes, indeed. Your hope feature, not this time. You can spend 3 hope to force an adversary within far range to re-roll an attack or damage roll.
Oh, like portent dice, kind of.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, interesting. It's 3 hope, though. That's a lot of resources for 1 reroll. If it comes in clutch at the very right moment, it might be worth it. Otherwise, this is a good backup feature to remember you have.
It's sort of like a counter spell wrapped up in a portent. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Your class features are Prestidigitation. You can perform harmless, subtle magical effects at will.
That was amazing.
For example, thank you. You can change an object's color, create a smell, light a candle, cause any tiny object to float, illuminate a room, or repair a small object.
It's exactly what it says it does.
Prestidigitation.
Strange patterns. Choose a number between 1 and 12. When you roll that number on a duality dice, gain a hope or clear stress. You can change this number when you take a long rest. While this looks cool on paper, this may not happen as much as you think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you really have an about 8% chance for those numbers to hit. And you're not rolling all that much, although you do have 2 duality dice. So just don't rely on this necessarily, but it is a cool feature to have.
Yeah. Your subclasses for the Wizard are School of Knowledge and School of War.
Okay, let's talk about School of Knowledge.
Your spellcasting trait is Knowledge. Your foundation features are Prepared. You can take an additional domain card of your level or lower from a domain you have access to.
Ooh, I like this. This is very cool. Usually to get an extra domain card, you have to spend your level up points. You do get 1 per level, but this gives you a lot of versatility, I think, and this works for multi-classing, which is interesting.
Yes, indeed. And you have Adept. When you utilize an experience, you can mark a stress instead of spending a hope. If you do, you double your experience modifier for that roll.
This is incredible. This is a critical hit. It's actually, if you think about it, you only have 6 hope, right?
Yeah.
So adding your experiences to get the extra +2 to hit or +2 on whatever roll you're doing, climbing something, whatever it is.
Very strong.
Yeah, is expensive. So marking a stress is kind of like an easy resource to get rid of, even though you need it, and then doubling the experience. So your base experience is like a +2, going up to a +3, +4, +5. So you get like a +10 to hit if you need it.
That's really good.
This is really, really good. Don't sleep on this feature. It is powerful.
Absolutely. Your specialization features, you have Accomplish. You can take an additional domain card of your level or lower from a domain you have access to.
Wait, again? Another one? Wow.
You're really going to have a lot of versatility as this class.
Incredible.
And Perfect Recall. Once per rest, when you recall a domain card in your vault, you can reduce its recall cost by 1.
Wow, normally recall cost is like 1 or 2, I think some are higher, but either way, you can almost like have an interchangeable sideboard, if you will.
Basically,
having your recall cost of 1 down to 0, you're just interchanging cards, and you already have a ton more cards. This makes you powerful in many situations, in and out of combat, I think.
Yeah. And your mastery features, you have Brilliant. Take an additional domain card of your level or lower from a domain you have access to. Okay, so this is just stacking. You're getting all of the domains you possibly can. And you have Honed Expertise. When you use an experience, you can roll a d6, and on a result of 5 or higher, you can use it without spending hope.
Wow, all right. This already incentivizes you to use your experience anyway, and you might have no cost associated with it, or even just a stress. Having a ton of extra domain cards, this is just a really great wizard class.
Yeah.
I would give this a hope, probably bordering on critical hit, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. It's very powerful. Let's look at School of War. You're going to want to use this if you like to utilize trained magic for violence. I choose violence. Foundation features are Battle Mage. You focused your studies on becoming an unconquerable force on the battlefield. Gain an additional hit point slot.
Okay. Interesting. You can get hit point slots as you level up, right? But this might save you an extra level up point to get something else, like another domain card.
Exactly. And you can face your fear. When you succeed with fear on an attack roll, you can deal an extra 1d10 magic damage.
Okay, not bad. It's a little narrow. I like that it's magic damage, but a little boost to make the fear not seem so bad. Right?
Yeah, I agree. And your specialization feature, you have Conjure Shield. You can maintain a protective barrier of magic. While you have at least 2 hope, you can add your proficiency to your evasion.
What?
That's pretty strong.
You're not spending the hope.
No,
you just have
maintaining it.
Oh my, that's incredible. Your
That's
proficiency
really
can go up
good.
Your proficiency can go up to +6.
Yeah.
So you have like just +6 evasion at high levels.
That's incredible.
That's huge.
And you have Fueled by Fear. The extra magic damage from your Face Your Fear increases to 2d10. Okay, that starts to really stack up that damage.
Oh yeah. This will definitely get you over different thresholds, so surprisingly strong.
Yes, indeed. For your mastery features, you have Thrive in Chaos. When you succeed on an attack, you can mark a stress after rolling damage to force the target to mark an additional hit point.
So you are just like bumping up your threshold on your attacks.
Yeah.
You have to have the extra damage, even though you probably already do.
Exactly.
But it's just, yeah, that's great.
That's really good.
On a stress.
Yeah. And you have No Fear. The extra magic damage from your Face Your Fear is now increasing to 3d10.
Yeah, I will say it's a bit of a ribbon feature. It is strong, and you have to roll a fear for it to happen. But everything else about this class is pretty good. I'd say this is a solid hope for me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe on some features, like that shield feature or whatever, that's very strong.
Very good.
Yeah, both these wizard subclasses, I think, are very on point for the wizard.
And when you start to get all your cards in, this is really going to become more and more robust. And we're going to be covering all of that coming up in new videos here at Green and Garb.
Yeah, because we have coming up now more Daggerheart content, which includes all the domains, and we're going to cover the Void, i.e. the Arcana classes as well, so get ready for those.
And we have an entire campaign coming up that is going to be using the Daggerheart system and set in a very exciting fantasy setting that you've probably heard of if you're a fan of the fantasy genre.
All right, let's get our grimoires and blast out some incredible magic.